return.
The Falcons take over first down and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Give to Patterson running to the right. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready? 2nd and 5. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Falcons at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. And then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD, and you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Room here to run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 2. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Graham. Touchdown! Jimmy Graham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Here's Patterson again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On the double.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield on play action. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, I can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, that'd be an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Rashard Higgins, 34 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Panthers 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Let's go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A right side run with Patterson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Another completion right back to Patterson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Demir Bird, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, the Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals, but it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, he bowls over it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down,
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the begins with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And some room to roam now. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Mayfield's throw caught by Higgins. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
3 yards remain for second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Down. Strike 2.
They'll drop to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here we go. Here we go. Trouble 38. Cut.
Running left, here's Patterson. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shot of confidence for everyone on the offense.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Mayfield to throw it. Being checked. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's the gain of 4.
They'll run with Patterson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Ready.
Patterson running between the tackles. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's another Falcon. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Ready. Blue check. Hut.
Handoff running left, Patterson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Let's go now.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Down.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll give it to Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordell Patterson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Ready, straight. Ready.
Here's a give to Patterson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, going back to Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, Patterson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Falcons, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And next week, they get to stay home again as the loss.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be throw your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we walk a pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock